So close to demonstrating violence, trying to run away from sirens, in search of somewhere safe and quiet. If only you could hear the fucking things inside my head. So close to demonstrating violence, trying to run away from sirens, in search of somewhere safe and quiet. If only you could hear the fucking things inside my head. Paint pictures, only missing what you've lost, giving everything you have, but it's just short of the cost. Diabolical, straightens up your mental, makes you strong, and it fucks your trust issues. Hate to say I proved you wrong. You can run and scream and hide away, there's no escaping night and day. You'll never see it coming, won't commit to see it a child's play. You'll see a different side of me, the reason it's to hibernate is for your own protection. I'm too scared to see the beast I've made. We created and we never look back. Matter of fact, shut your mouth, don't come at me with that. Your lack of context is causing conflict, that's a fact. See you trying to change the subject, I'm not trying to forget. I'll forgive, but you'll never get the fucking chance again. When I'm friends, there's no interest in making those amends. It depends on whether I feel like breaking necks. Must be a lucky day, cause I ain't got no time for that, yeah. So close to demonstrating violence, trying to run away from sirens, in search of somewhere safe and quiet. If only you could hear the fucking things inside my head. So close to demonstrating violence, trying to run away from sirens, in search of somewhere safe and quiet. If only you could hear the fucking things inside my head. Taking over like it's army paper soldiers. Ain't gold, you wish you would. Shit's been harder than I'm hopeful. Went from open, getting closer, now I'm searching for some closure. Cause no matter how it gets, it's never worth it in the moment. Damn, running it back, one and the same, not a fact, be different. Under the stacks, numbing your brain, it's just sad to witness. What's the price to pay, taking a stab when I said mind your business. Now I get to snap, smiling face, you think it's Christmas. Never had a better time with losing my mind. I keep it locked and tucked away, nobody in or outside, and that's intentional. Environment with ethanol, I'll never fold, cause when I light it up, the flame is brightest inside, yeah. So close to demonstrating violence, trying to run away from sirens, in search of somewhere safe and quiet. If only you could hear the fucking things inside my head. So close to demonstrating violence, trying to run away from sirens, in search of somewhere safe and quiet. If only you could hear the fucking things inside my head.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing? Here's just a couple things that I'd like to cover because everybody likes to run their mouths about really shit they really don't have no clue about, which I'm really tired of. Miss Connie, why don't you do your research? Please. Because as long as my daughter has permission from her parole officer, she can go where she wants to go. Okay? I don't know what to tell you. What else would you like to know? Do you see the hat that I have on today? This is for all you haters. Okay? There you go. Okay? So, Connie, you don't have a fucking clue what you're talking about because my daughter's not on the run. My daughter's not running from parole. My daughter has permission from parole where she's at. She does have an address. And why I'm explaining it to you is I don't know why. But you honestly have to be probably the stupidest fucking female that I've ever met in my entire life because you think you know everything and you really don't know shit. So until you can find out the proper information, then maybe you should say something, okay? It doesn't matter where she is. Parole knows where she is. Just like if she wants to go out of county, she has to get permission. Okay? And needless to say, I really don't have to prove anything to anybody about my sobriety, but I will. I'll have that all printed out and I will post it. I will prove you wrong again. Okay? And the GoFundMe for Roe is not a fraud. Mama Bear, you're a fraud. That's the problem. You're a fraud. And I wouldn't give you a fucking dime, to be honest with you. Okay? I wouldn't give you a dime. Everything that has been raised right as of right now has gone right to Roe to take care of what she has to take care of. And that's herself and her animals. I'm not up here today for the drama. Okay? I'm just trying to set you fucking people straight. Because, all due honesty, neither of you have a fucking clue of what you're talking about.
When they stop lying is when we'll stop
Okay.
doing this.
So when you stop your lying and when you start coming up with shit that makes a little bit of sense, then all the shit will stop. But until then, I really don't care what you do. Like I said, you both can get into the same vehicle and drive off the same bridge. Whatever happens, I'll support you. Okay? I've never hid anything from my background. I've never hid anything from my past. I don't need to. There's no need for me to hide anything from my past. Unlike you guys. Okay?
I don't know if we can. I won't be able to do that. Andrew's gonna have to show me how to do all that shit.
What?
How to put picture on when you're on live.
Yeah. So, come at me with something a little better, Connie. Okay? Because you still haven't answered my question about what I'm lying about. You guys think you get underneath my skin and you strike a nerve. You don't.
No, we think it's funny.
I think it's hilarious, to be honest with you.
If they were legit, it'd be different.
I mean, I truly, truly think that you guys should really run a fucking comedian show. Okay? All right?
She's so loud I can hear her from out here.
I mean, I know that you can't accept the fact that I'm sober. Okay? Which I am. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Okay. And to come out with the foul shit that I do come out with, you push me to that point. Because if you people had any clue of what you're talking about, then I wouldn't say nothing. Okay? So come at me with a little bit better shit, Connie. Okay? And Mama Bear, I don't understand why you thought I was going to come up on your live. I don't care about your lives, to be honest with you. I timed Suzette out. I took her out because it wasn't about her. I don't need to hear her mouth. I don't need to read her messages. See, you're the one that hides shit. You know, you're the one that implicates yourself in shit. You know, you guys sit there and insist on who's the licensed drivers of those vehicles that went down to Tennessee. Well, needless to say, I wasn't one of them. I could probably provide you evidence that I was still with my ex-wife. So there you go again. Misinformation. You and your fabricated bullshit. What's going on, Andrew? You know, if you go back to your lives and if you go back to other people's lives, you will actually hear who the drivers were. But see, you're too dumb to think about that. And it's pretty fucking sad because, honestly, I thought you guys were pretty fucking smart. But I beg to differ now. So nobody implicated you in the missing of either of those two children, but it's pretty obvious that you involve yourself, you implicate yourself in the missing of those two children. Because not once have I ever said that you were involved in those children's disappearance. I just ask simple questions. Where's the clothes? What river did you throw them in? Are you sure that your son dated her in kindergarten? Because that's not considered dating. And then you come out with some bullshit like, well, they reconnected in 5th or 6th grade in science class. Which is it? Because I don't believe they lived in the same area or the same town when they went to kindergarten. Okay? So why don't you guys start providing proof? Why don't you guys start providing the proper documentation, the proper evidence? Because honestly, the law is probably about tired hearing from you. Because if they had any questions for me, they can find me. And I didn't get upset when you said my name. That's not my name. Okay? I don't know where the hell you got the 5th from. Who the hell's the 5th? Like, seriously, who the hell's the 5th? Grizzly, get out of that. Who the hell's the 5th? Like, seriously. If you're going to say somebody's name, say it right. But I thought you were smart. And Connie, just to let you know, CPS actually went to the house over those tattoos. Elisa can't get in trouble. So might want to try that one again. See, this is what I mean. You guys think you're right about shit, and you're really not. You're really, really not. Get out of here. You want to punch in the nose? Huh? I think the law would have been sick of her a long time. Oh, that's what I'm saying. You know, and that's the thing. You know, it's like I'm 53 years old, going to be 54. Okay? I've never called the law. Never. Those are, you know, she calls them the bitch bear mafia. They're crybaby bitches is what they are. They don't have the proper information. They don't even know my name. I don't know where the 5th came from. I have no clue. Then they sit there and accuse me of running a GoFundMe, you know, fraud of GoFundMe, because on the GoFundMe or whatever, I'm the beneficiary. Well, anything that is raised for Roe goes to Roe. That's what you have to understand. I don't want that money. I don't need that money. I wouldn't even do that, Andrew, for the fact is because you're probably ain't going to get much for them. They ain't got no teeth. But that might be a benefit. Just saying, in my opinion. So when you want to run something on me, make sure you have my name. Okay? Make sure you have it the right way. And see, you still haven't, you want everybody to answer your questions. So what's wrong with answering ours? You know, you sit there and say, well, it's nobody's business about the adoption of your son and all that hunky-dory bullshit. Okay. Well, it's none of your fucking business about my daughter, Connie. How about that? So do you need me to prove that she's not on the run from parole too? Because I can. You guys just run with shit, fabricate it, run with it, and you expect everybody to believe it on your side. Don't be, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Seriously. Now, see, that's what pisses me the fuck off. So there you go. There's my name. But make sure you get the middle one right. Okay? So needless to say, Mama Bear, you implicate yourself in the missing or the disappearance of those children. Not once did I ever implicate you in the disappearance of those children. Just like I'm still waiting for Tina Has a Peanut to provide proof that I said the names of Act Right's children, because I don't even know the names of her children. So she might want to do her research a little bit better. She says, well, I can't because you privatized it. I'm sure somebody else had it recorded. Between Suzette and fucking Mama Bear, I'm sure one of them do. Because that's all they know how to do, is replay somebody else's live when they do a live. That's how they get content. So if I needed content, okay, just bear with me, because I'm gonna run with this. If I needed content for my live, I would go to Animal Planet, okay, and get two big hippos screwing each other. And I could go on a live and say, you know what? Oh my God. Look at Mama Bear and Suzette. Or look at Mama Bear and Act Right. Or I could get two laughing hyenas and say, oh my God. There's Seen the Darkness and Tina Has a Peanut. I don't need your lives for content. Unlike you guys need other people's lives for content. So, needless to say, if you want the bullshit to stop, then stop the bullshit, and the bullshit will stop. Because you really don't have a clue what the fuck you're talking about. Fabricate up some more bullshit, and let's see what else you can come up with. I've told you before, I'll tell you again. I can get my arrest record from the first time I was arrested until the last time I was arrested. I have nothing to hide. Nothing. Nothing at all. They live for your life so they have content, otherwise they are boring. Oh, I know. But I just don't get it. I don't get it. They have to replay everybody else's lives, just like they always, Mama Bear always replayed Andrew's.
And you can tell they know nothing about rescues and how rescues work and how shelters work, because it's not that easy to lose everything and still keep your dogs and be able to just put your dogs somewhere in a rescue and somewhere in a shelter. It don't work like that, Connie. And actually 14 years of a pit bull is actually really good. They usually only live from 10 to 12 years, technically. Just like Mama Bear, I'd go get your dog checked. The body structure is telling me something. So I'd go get blood work done on your dog if I were you.
Peckerwood. They live for your life. Okay, their lives are in general are boring. That's why they all live on YouTube. Oh, I know. Oh, very true. Very, very true. Oh, yes, I know, Angel. They don't have proof because I never said their names. But Tina Has a Pina insists on I said their names.
And it was...
I don't even know Act Right's kids' names, to be honest with you. I never even heard Act Right even say her kids' names.
The funny thing is that...
So why would I come out with names if I don't know them?
And that's how I ended up researching that name, Peckerwood, because either Seen in the Darkness or Tina put it on their live or on their post. I was kind of curious. That's when I started researching that area. So thanks for the clue, Seen in the Darkness.
Hold on. But it is what it is. It's like if you're going to come at me with some shit, come at me with some correct shit. Mama Bear is such an idiot and obviously don't think things through because the doctor's records clearly say GCRMC, which is in Alamogordo, New Mexico. Now look at that, Mama Bear.
And then she claims that she's friend. She knows so many people in so many different groups in different areas. Of course,
I don't care.
We all do.
I don't care that you know all these people.
But as much as you are part
of
these
my
groups,
question is to you, Mama Bear, is how high up do you want to go to where you know people? Okay, that's my question. Because I'm sure the ones that I know will put the ones that you know to shame. Okay? I'm not going to mention no names. I'm not going to mention no groups. I'm not going to mention clubs.
I believe anybody's a predator.
I don't need to. But, you guys over there always sit there and say how, well, they're predators. They're pedos. Mama Bear, you said that a lot. You should really, really look in the mirror and you should really, really look at the man you sleep with. Okay?
Yeah, she was
Who
lactose. She
else-
was staying in a
who
house down the
else
street from her
lives-
brother from there.
Yep, her brother lives
You
there.
gonna tell me I'm lying about that?
And that's
Mama
pretty
Bear?
sad. That's pretty sad. Your brother is one ugly motherfucker.
No wonder why they call
that
him Boogeyman.
ugly motherfucker friend requested me on Facebook. Really? Guess what? He has no teeth like you. Is it hereditary or did he smoke the same meth pipe?
Is she gonna say I'm lying about that though?
I don't give a fuck what she says.
Because I remember the
Her-
whole setup
listen,
and everything in
listen,
that apartment. or in that
Her
house.
opinions from this point on are irrelevant.
Well, they call Terry.
I
guess,
just
the
don't
boogeyman.
I just don't understand why they got to move around so much.
because they're running from stuff.
That's,
Or they're not paying their bills.
That's only a question. Tick tock, Snow Angel. You know, you thought I was gonna jump right over to your live, Mama Bear. No,
What is he talking about?
please tell me you accepted it, Munch. Oh no, I didn't. No, no, absolutely not lactose.
I tell you what, he looks like a freak.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's normal.
And the
trust me.
boogeyman title fits him perfectly.
Yeah.
You could see it in his eyes, just his whole
You know,
demeanor.
the thing is, Mama Bear, is you sit there and you say that your daughter is lying about everything. One thing I can sit here and honestly say, everything that she talks about never changes. Never changes. A habitual liar changes their stories constantly.
Like someone.
That's
I know.
when you know they're lying. So if you think I implied you in the disappearance of these two young children,
Especially Cassie.
okay, it's no different than you implying me of driving a fucking, and Connie, it wasn't U-Haul. It was called a Penske. There's a difference. See, that's where you were wrong again.
Were you married then?
Okay?
Were you still living?
What?
Were you still living?
When?
2020?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I already said that I could provide facts. That I wasn't even nowhere near Tennessee in 2020 and 2021. Okay? Because I was still with my wife.
I was in Tennessee years ago. Dixon, Tennessee, nonetheless. So what's up? And you lied about the
Damn it,
Oakland
I'm sure
Ave
he's got
address.
some good shit.
Mama
on
Bear.
Jeanette. Oh, I'm sure he did. But she's always going down there smoking weed with him. Is it smoking weed or smoking meth? That's my question. In my opinion, I think they're smoking the glass pipe.
Mama Bear would get rid of anybody that indicated her in crimes she
If
just committed.
you don't agree with, because I remember a time, okay, I remember a time when Act Right and Mama Bear, nah, that wasn't going. That wasn't going.
Are you guys each other's alibis or something for certain things?
You know, I'm not the one that's ever been to
I
Tennessee.
wonder.
Act Right lives there.
Mama
Mama Bear,
Bear's been there.
Suzette's been there. So, here we go again.
You better get out of that chair.
Who's implied who to what? Are you hiding something? That's the question. That's the key question. Are you hiding something? So what happens if there's any truth to anything that is coming out about you? Let me guess. Everybody's still going to stand behind Mama Bear and support her. It's funny how she's not talked to him in many years, according to her. Now she's buddy, so I'm curious if she's trying to off him for insurance or something. You never know, Lactose. You never know.
I really like him.
How's the weather over there, Lactose? Snowing? It's definitely snowing here.
Who is she talking to?
Fat Snow Angel, Jeanette's brother, Terry.
That was probably a fake account, that one that got a hold of you. Because there's two of them out there. Maybe even more.
Yeah, but that was her brother. You can tell. You can tell they're brother and sister. Fucking a bunch of fucking inbred fucks.
The meth pops or whatever pits in their face. Well, crack can do that too.
You know, and the thing is I didn't accuse you of sleeping with your kin. You brought that out, Mama Bear. You did. I only said that you slept with your cousin or uncle, Criswell, and you didn't even talk about that. So I must be onto something. You know, you guys sit there and say how I repeat myself about certain shit. Of course I do. Look at what you do. Cold as a well digger's ass that hit a natural spring. I like that one. I'll have to use that one. That's a good one. Oh, I thought you meant Dixie and Mary Lactose. Nope. Well, you guys do the same shit. Connie constantly brings up my drinking. What am I drinking? Coffee, water, soda, and occasionally a Monster drink, energy drink, or whatever you want to call them. So when you get more information or accurate information, then come at me. Because you ain't got nothing on my daughter. You don't have nothing on me. You don't have nothing on Tammy. What else are you going to come out with next? What else? Like I said, you think you get on my nerves, underneath my skin? Nope. If I was under the influence of alcohol, probably. But that's the difference between then and now. I don't let peons bother me. I have better things to do, more important people to deal with than fucktards like you. You just don't like it because somebody's coming at you with a little bit more serious shit compared to this YouTube street bullshit. And like I said, I'm not going to do the drama no more. This is going to be my last drama live. But just make sure that when you come at me, make sure you come at me with facts, not fabricated shit. Don't make up shit along the way. But I'll make sure that whatever they find out about you, I will make sure that it's put out there. That's a guarantee. And you're a man. Okay? You know, on your live, you stated how your children hated you. Now I understand why they hated you. And that's pretty sad when a parent, a mother, the woman that gave birth to those children can go on YouTube and state that. Because no matter what I did in my life growing up, when I lived home with my mother and father would never sit there on a YouTube channel or panel and say how their children hated them. Were you a disappointment to your parents? I'm sure you fucking were. You know, certain shit you guys like to keep hush hush. And I believe I still have it on my phone.
Get out of there. Get.
When Cattle King's, what, stepfather, father, whatever, passed away, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Why keep it hush? You'd want people to send him their condolences for his loss. But let me guess. That was the stepdaddy of the year. Huh? Kind of like Jason was. See, my stepson, he's going to be 30 this year. I've raised him ever since he was 4. 4 years old. Okay?
It was his stepfather that passed through that. She
Okay.
messaged me. Just
He was 4 since I raised him. I'm his dad. I'm his father. I put him through college, his mother and I. Bought him his first 2 cars. What you buy your kids? I know what you bought. I know what you're buying your daughter. Rent a deck. Or are you renting it? Is it on a payment plan? Is it on a lease option? 3-year lease and you can give it back? Because it's all worn out? I don't know how it works. It's not his full name, you idiot. Jeanette, open your eyes and remember you guys said it's not doxing if it's not your full name. Exactly. Just like I can say Jeanette Criswell, Jeanette Cross, Jeanette Smith, Jeanette Vines. You want to go with Jeanette Johnston now? I mean, because you've had so many last names. And it's pretty sad when you look up those different last names, it comes back with the same birth date. In the same areas where you lived. So tell me I got the wrong person. Please tell me I'm wrong like a 5th grader. Because I don't think I am. What's up, buddy? What are you doing, oh boy? Now I'm really scared because I figured out I'm a ghost. Oh, you're a ghost? No shit.
Really? Really?
Yeah, they chewed up that clothespin that you had on the table. They must have got it off the table.
No,
And
it's
chewed it.
It's almost like a blunt wrap.
Oh, Jesus.
And we don't even smoke.
No, I'm shaking in my winter boots. Yeah. Well, they think I'm shaking too because I get told all the time that eventually the laws are going to come for me. I'm still waiting. I'm
You
still
haven't even
waiting.
broken any laws
You know?
that haven't been
Oh, who's coming?
squashed.
Let me guess. The YouTube police. Oh my goodness. So when you get better information, come out with it. And make sure they're facts, not fabricated. Okay? Because I've noticed that's what you guys like to do on that side is fabricate shit. Come at me with facts. Okay? All right, guys. I just come up here, do a small one, little one. I might get back up here later. May not be about the drama. I want to lean more towards the NA stuff. A couple people reached out earlier in my first live. And it looks like they have some pretty good knowledge about some stuff like that. So I like to reach out to that a little bit more. Lactose, you're more than welcome to come in. Anybody else? But I'm just not
I'm taking over this.
gonna deal with the drama too much anymore. I want to do a little bit more important shit. I'll let Tammy handle this and the other ones. I might get on once in a blue moon.
I'm going to start using this one for the investigation part.
And
calling people out.
and let them handle it. Like I said, I'll get on once in a while here and there, but I want to lean more towards the NA stuff. Reach out to people, get some good connections. But I could, so you just sit back and watch as you guys always do. Yeah, they always sit back and watch Lactose. That's all they can do is watch. All right, guys, with that being said, I'm going to get off here. Tammy and I, since it's a shitty day, we're going to do a bunch of stuff in the house, do some more organizing and get our bedroom cleaned and vacuumed. I mean, it's vacuumed every day anyway, but might rearrange it. I want to hang a TV on the wall here in the dining room. Maybe set up. No, it's not doxing Jennifer. Oh, Jennifer, you broke out with the first name. All right, guys, with that being said, you guys stay warm, stay safe. Do not go outside if you don't have to. Do not go anywhere. The roads are shitty here, so depending on where you guys are and if you guys are getting this snow, I'm sure the roads are shitty there too. But stay warm, stay safe. I love you all. Thank you for coming in. It's always a pleasure. I'm sure I'll be talking to a bunch of you guys later. Lactose, look me up on, if you got Facebook or something, look me up on Facebook. Friend request me. We can stay in touch. You're a pretty intelligent person. I'm sure you can do some, you got some good information too. But with that being said, you guys have a good day and kiss your loved ones. Stay warm, stay safe. Peace out, guys. Peace out. Oh, I know. All right, guys. Have a